Liang Yu kicked open a door in Shujia town to find her student Wu Chunyu engaged in a transactional act with a local woman, exchanging food she had provided for services. The woman showed no shame, numbly confirming Wu Qingyu's claim that it was consensual. Wu Qingyu defiantly justified his actions, stating that Liang Yu's insufficient food deliveries forced them to find alternative survival methods and that she should not interfere. Overwhelmed by shock and betrayal, Liang Yu staggered away without responding, her idealism shattered by the moral decay of her student. Returning to the Lujiang River where Zhang Yi and Fatty Su were eating, Liang Yu appeared dejected and disheartened. Zhang Yi remarked cynically on the heaviness of reality, to which Liang Yu admitted her own foolishness. When Fatty Su inquired, Zhang Yi explained the situation involving Wu Qingyu and the woman, humorously suggesting she might be related to Fatty Su, who dismissed the notion indifferently. Liang Yu then retreated to her room in the shelter, locking herself away to process her emotional collapse. Later, Zhang Yi visited Liang Yu's room under the pretense of concern, noting her reddened eyes and offering comfort. He assured her the defense work was not urgent and softened his tone, positioning himself as a supportive listener. Liang Yu, vulnerable and shaken, allowed him in, while Zhang Yi internally calculated the strategic advantage of deepening her emotional reliance on him for future obedience, though without romantic intent. Liang Yu, emotionally shattered after confronting Wu Qingyu's exploitation, sat vulnerable in her room, desperately needing comfort. Yang Xinxin, recognizing the strategic opportunity, stopped Lu Karen from intervening and allowed Zhang Yi to approach Liang Yu instead, intending to bind her more firmly to Zhang Yi and ensure her permanent stay in the shelter. Zhang Yi entered and found Liang Yu reflecting bitterly on her perceived foolishness, to which he responded with careful words, avoiding direct insult while steering the conversation toward understanding her motives. Liang Yu, opening up under his gaze, recounted her life story, beginning martial arts at 3, rejecting paths as an actress or school owner due to gender and resource constraints, becoming China's top bodyguard, and later teaching at Tianqing Academy for a high salary, all leading to her current apocalypse-driven mission to protect her students as her sole remaining purpose. As Liang Yu spoke, tears fell, revealing her fear that losing this last shred of faith would render life meaningless. Zhang Yi, grasping her psychological state, offered reassurance, suggesting she ease her self-imposed pressure and accept the shelter members as her new family and faith. He moved closer, took her hand, and declared that they could become her bonds, softening his words to include the group while inwardly focusing on securing her loyalty to himself. Liang Yu, flushed and overwhelmed, having never experienced such intimate male attention, felt her affection for Zhang Yi grow significantly, her mind racing yet soothed by his cheesy but effective comfort. She withdrew her hand shyly, thanked him, and admitted feeling better, though still troubled by Wu Qingyu's actions. Zhang Yi, careful not to overstep, ended the conversation on a note of gradual emotional shift, aiming to reduce Liang Yu's attachment to her students over time. As he exited her room, he encountered Yang Xinxin in the corridor, who smiled and asked if he had successfully won over teacher Liang, confirming the orchestrated nature of the interaction and its intended outcome of deepening Liang Yu's integration into their group. Zhang Yi shrugged off Yang Xinxin's teasing about his interest in Liang Yu, stating he found her troublesome despite her beauty, though he acknowledged that after dealing with her problematic students, he might consider advancing their relationship. He maintained his usual indifference toward love, viewing it as optional life seasoning. He then recounted the day's events to Yang Xinxin, who reacted with disgust toward the student's behavior. Zhang Yi outlined his strategy, having played the good cop. He now tasked Yang Xinxin with being the bad cop to ensure Liang Yu completely gave up on her students, allowing him to handle them without restraint. Confident in Yang Xinxin's loyalty, given her past actions at Tianqing Academy involving Hua Hua, he watched as she maneuvered her wheelchair toward Liang Yu's room, anticipating a shift in Liang Yu's attitude through accumulated disappointment. The next day, Zhang Yi prepared to venture out with Lu Karen to gather building materials for shelter repairs. Uncle Yu offered to accompany them for safety, but Zhang Yi declined, stating that Hua Hua's presence was sufficient for protection and escape if needed, while Uncle Yu should remain to continue defense construction with his strength. Lu Karen was visibly excited for her first outing with Zhang Yi, who provided her with a captured combat uniform from Xishan base for bulletproof and cold weather protection, noting plans for advanced suits later but prioritizing frontline personnel. Lu Karen dressed enthusiastically, polishing the insignia and playfully saluting, prompting Zhang Yi to affectionately pinch her nose before they set off on a snowmobile toward Hongyuan Group in Lujiang District, chosen for its proximity and status as a Zhanlong security supplier. As they drove away from the shelter, Lu Karen hesitated before asking Zhang Yi about his thoughts on Liang Yu's students, openly expressing her dislike due to past bullying and mistreatment of Yang Xinxin and herself. Zhang Yi listened with a faint smile, briefly considering revealing his plan to sacrifice the students during conflicts in Shujia town but deciding against it to avoid risks from Lu Karen's straightforward nature potentially leaking details to Liang Yu. Instead, he changed the subject, keeping his strategy concealed to maintain group harmony in his relationships, focusing on the task ahead as they navigated the unpredictable outside world toward their destination.